Let's go back to our top story this hour. Today, the sporting fraternity will be holding a joint memorial service for Bafana captain Senzo Meyiwa and two other sports stars in Johannesburg. In Durban, Umlazi community members will hold their own memorial service for Meyiwa at his parents' home this morning. And that's where we find our reporter, Nontobeko Sibisi, this morning. Nontobeko, good morning. A memorial service is being planned in Umlazi today. That's the hometown of Senzo Meyiwa. That's where he grew up playing soccer before he joined Orlando Pirates. What's the situation like this morning as you were driving to the home and outside his parents' home?
Well, a very good morning to you, Dan, and certainly something that we're still trying to get used to here in Umlazi section. We told the mood vary between inside the house, still the mother still traumatized about the passing, but yet outside the house it becomes a bit of a different picture, slightly different from what you're seeing now. But as the day builds up, you start seeing a whole lot more fans, a whole lot more crowds, and a whole lot more mourners making their ways in and outside the house. We also see celebrities and big names also attracting a whole lot of people from in and around the area. We're told the youngsters are also coming out and their eyes are wide open in terms of the big names that are popping by, something very, very rare around this particular area here. But we're told for the memorial service that's scheduled to happen later today, it's going to be the community itself coming out in their numbers. You will remember Dan, he's very popular around this area in terms of the community work that he's done around here. Community members are saying he helps the household. He even comes around this very street here playing soccer and all such things. And he's been very much involved in the community, and they're pretty much looking forward that they will see him later on. But in terms of his sporting side, I've got the sports editor with me, Molefe, who's going to tell us a bit more in terms of his sporting career and also having worked with him in terms of what kind of person he was and how much of a success was still ahead of him. OG?
Well, Nontobeko, speaking about the people that have actually visited the house, his former national teammate Nkune, who we sort of grown up with, was also here a few days ago to pay his last respect and meet the family as well. And these two actually met them in 2006 while they were still playing for the under-23 national team, and they were trying to qualify for the 2008 Olympic Games. And even at that time you could see that Senzo was a driven young man who really wanted to make it in football, and it was great to see the relationship that he's built up with Nkune over the years. And it is, of course, when Nkune got injured that Senzo got his real chance to become Bafana captain and the #1 goalkeeper, something he's done with great aplomb, of course, keeping 4 clean sheets in their qualifiers for the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations, which sadly he will not be there, and it was going to be great to actually see him lead the team. He had also gotten the armband at Orlando Pirates, his team that he played for all of the past 13 years that he's been there, and sadly for them he will not be there. And as we know now that the Soweto Derby has been cancelled, but a number of Premier Soccer League teams were hoping that the league would actually cancel all the games this weekend so that they would be able to actually pay their last respects to a man that they played with over the last couple of years. But sadly they'll have to do that on the field, but many of them surely will probably be coming out today for the memorial service and the one happening here in Durban tomorrow. Back to you, Brandon.
Thank you very much. That's sports editor Molefe there, just giving us a bit of a story of Senzo Meyiwa's soccer days. That's outside the home of his parents in Umlazi, just outside Durban, where later this morning the community will be holding their own memorial service in honor of the slain Bafana captain and Orlando Pirates goalkeeper Senzo Meyiwa.